right, so here is where we started. As you may remember, if you've been following this journey with us, this is how our garage looked like. We started with decluttering the entire garage, put it into different sections to see what we're going to do with all this ginormous mess that we had going on. So then once we had everything out of the garage, we ended up cleaning the floor. So once we cleaned the entire floor, we edged it, and then we came in and filled in all the holes and the cracks on the floor. Now you guys are gonna see that this video for you guys is gonna be about 10, maybe 11 minutes. But for us, this entire project took about maybe a little bit over a month. But that's because obviously, you know, I didn't work on it every single day. I would only do it after work or sometimes in the weekends. But here we are, laying down some epoxy finish on it. And then voila, after 24 hours, this is what the floor looked like. It was beautiful. So once the floor was done, that motivated me to actually create some storage so I wouldn't bring all that mess back in here, but instead have it all well organized. But look at how beautiful this looks. And it still looks that way right now. It's been what, maybe 2 months now, and it looks gorgeous. But here's one of the storage places that I did. So these shelves I built so that I can put all the holiday bins on them. And then we we started to paint the entire garage. We're gonna leave it white, but with that, the black really pulled from the floor, the color of the floor, and it looks so good. It also helped with, you know, all the different stains that were on the wall. This is how it's looking on after like 2 days of painting. Here's Sophia going at it, just painting that rack. And of course, our little partners in crime, they're always around us. That's Valentina and James. And then finally it was time to get some of this lumber and start building the cabinets that I envisioned in my head on what I wanted to do. So here we go. And although I did have a vision in my head on what I wanted to build, I did spend a lot of time in Pinterest, and I did get a lot of great ideas from so many different people. And I combined all those ideas along with my vision, and I'm thrilled, so thrilled with the end product. But here I am just building, or how I think they should be built. I gotta say that I've never built something of this magnitude on my own. And I feel very, very proud on how it turned out at the end, because without any instructions or anything, just how I thought it should be done. And yeah, very excited. At the end, you guys will see how it looks like. But here's the first phase of the cabinets. Once I had the shell of the cabinets, I went ahead and I started building the shelves. And the shelves were built to very tailored to the needs that we had for the products that we were going to put in there. Here we are just building some of the doors. I did a lot of cutting on the floor with my miter saw. And a lot of measuring, a lot of sanding, painting.
So, next steps. We've got a lot of steps going on, but the next step is building the doors. So Mom had this brilliant idea, so it makes our lives a little bit easier in the long-term perspective. Whenever we are building the doors, we're making sure that we're sanding these edges, preventing those splinters, and that way it takes a little bit better to staining or painting. So 10 out of 10 tip when you are working with your wood, even if it's not giving you splinters then, go ahead and sand it, grind it. That way it's just going to take better to the stain or paint that you're planning on putting on it.
Here's how one of the doors looks like. And yes, I'm going to be building 8 of these doors. They were very, very tall, about 8 feet tall.
As you can see from the door behind me, this is just one. Try to give y'all like the pan of it. Basically, it's super tall. So a lot of times what Mom has been doing to combat, because we are kind of tiny, but what we're working with is very tall, are these nifty things. Okay, so Mom figured out the name for me, so we are gonna be good in business. These are the larger clamps, and these are the DeWalt baby clamps. Again, it depends on what strength that you need, how thick the material that you're gonna be working with is gonna be. But again, we can use all the hands that we can get, so we are knocking it out with all of them.
Here are some of the reasons why my whole project has been delayed, because look at this little fella right here. I'm trying to sand this door down, but he made it his little resting area. Hi, James. We sanded and sanded a lot, but here we are just sanding to make sure everything's nice and smooth before we took it outside and started spray painting the doors. Now here we are in the backyard just spray painting them. Wanted to make sure that it looked very nice and smooth. And that day was funny because it started to rain in the middle of everything, so we had to run with the doors and put it under our little patio. And it was fine. We saved the doors. Next up, I took him back into the house, and as you can see here, I am making the holes so that I could attach the hinges to the door. And I ended up getting some of the soft closing hinges, which I'm very glad that we did that, because it's amazing when we go into the garage and we close those doors. It feels really good. So here I am just finagling with the doors to attach them to the cabinets. So excited right here. It's starting to take shape. I also ended up putting this on the side of the garage to put all our garden stuff. It's seasonal things that we utilize. So it has its own little section. Remember this? This is again a reminder how we started, and ta-da! This is what it ended up looking like. I was in awe when we were done. I couldn't believe that we actually built that. So amazing to have something in your head and make it come to life. The doors took a little bit to put on there, but yeah, they came out really, really nice. And I'll put some of the products that I use down below in case you're interested in some of the things that we utilize to create this. On one of the sides, I haven't brought the bins from like our Christmas bins, but we'll put some of them here. They're still in the attic, but I'm still planning on putting them here. But look at how good it looks with the floor and the cabinets. We actually walk barefooted there because of how nice the floor feels. Here's a look at how it looks inside when we first started. It looks a little bit different right now because it's still a work in progress on how we're organizing this and making it very easy for us to be able to access all our stuff. So this first cabinet is all our cleaning supplies, everything that we need to keep our home clean. The second one is our home decor, everything that, we'll rotate throughout the seasons to decorate our home. We have trays, a bunch of different vessels there that you can see, candle stuff, a lot of things that we utilize throughout the year. That's the second one. Look at that soft closing. And then this third one, this is where I'm putting all my different tools, the tools that I use to create some of these beautiful things. I didn't paint the inside of the cabinets. I may end up doing it at the end, but I'm not sure. I really like the wood color of it. I may just end up leaving it like that. And then the last cabinet is all the paints and all the different things that I need for like home improvement. Again, this was my mess, and this is my organized mess. Anyways, thank you so much for joining us. We hope that you've enjoyed this journey with us. If you like this type of content, please leave a comment below so that we can continue to bring this content. Again, thank you so much, and until our next project, have a wonderful day.